Nandita, now, if you could hear us clearly at this point of time, what's going to be the highlight of day two? Day one and day two, we saw some spectacular, air displays. What's going to be the highlight on day three of Aero India?
Yes, Anil, good morning. I can hear you. Actually, there was a problem with the network connectivity here. Day three focuses on the startup challenges.
Okay.
Now, the startup challenge are challenges that are set by the Defence Ministry in consultation with the three services. And the three services, when they need a specific niche technology, the IDEX, the agency called IDEX of the Defence Ministry, approaches the startups within the country, and these startups, it opens the competition. The startups develop a prototype and they give a proposal. When that is selected, the IDEX provides about 1.5 crore rupees worth of financial help, that is or up half of the project cost. And secondly, it also provides logistical help such as platforms and other facilities, testing facilities of the DRDO and various establishments and the Army, Navy and Air Force.
Right.
So today, President Kovind will be visiting the IDEX pavilion also, apart from giving the validatory address, and the usual flypast will happen. The signing of MOUs, etc., between various DPSUs, etc., will be done through and the program known as Bandhan, which is an MOU signing program.
Okay. And this is going to be an important ceremony, Nandita, Bandhan ceremony taking place, and this event in itself a very important one, because this offers opportunities, for collaboration and cooperation between Indian and the global industry leaders and also academicians, visionaries. So in that sense, in that context, this event, assuming a lot of significance, and today on the concluding day, many important events still lined up.
Yes, you're right. Bandhan is the MOU signing ceremony, and we see a huge presence despite the COVID pandemic and coming to its fag end. We still believe that this is the first major mega air show, or even any event after more than a calendar year. And therefore, the coming of industries and countries such as USA, Israel, Russia, Japan, Australia. In fact, all the 4 Quad countries are here. And yesterday, the Defence Minister addressed 26 foreign ministers, defence ministers, and trade ministers. So they are actually signing with the Indian companies in the Bandhan ceremony and signing documents of transfer of technology, so that they can set up shop here and realize the Atmanirbhar Bharat dream.
Okay, Nandita, also when it comes to this time around, COVID protocols in place, how different was it, covering Aero India? You've covered many Aero Indias before, but how different was it, and how challenging was it, from a correspondence point of view, covering this event?
Yeah, Anil, actually, this time the show was a hybrid one, and the Defence Ministry's Public Relations Department is touting it as the first hybrid air show or Defence Expo anywhere in the world. That means apart from the physical one-to-one meetings, there were also virtual video conferences, which made it possible for a maximum number of delegates to join in the consultations and mullings. Also, when you talk about the day-to-day affecting, well, yes, at every entrance there is a thermometer or a temperature sensor, and the wearing masks is mandatory. We, of course, have been waived off our masks when we do our PTCs, or when we chat to you anchors on camera. We've been waived off, but it is very mandatory. So even the food, some places where you do not wear a mask, you are not allowed inside. Also, it was mandatory to get a COVID negative test done to enter this venue. Now, this is very important. Even the drivers of the cars who were not allowed beyond the parking, even they have to get a COVID negative test. So we all had to get our COVID negative test presented, and only then could we secure entry.
Absolutely. So very important safeguards there that were followed and adhered to, as far as the Aero India 2021 taking place in a hybrid format. And of course today, again, important day, the last day there of the Aero India 2021. Thanks very much, Nandita, for joining us and sharing all those inputs. And moving on now, Prime Minister Modi had a telephonic